Good evening, class. My name is Charles McKinley, and I will be speaking about author Peter Senge and his contribution, System Citizenship. The leadership mandate for the millennial, an essay found in From the Leader of the Future to. By way of introduction, Peter Senge is a senior lecturer at MIT and the founding chair of the Society for Organizational Learning Council. His main purpose in business is to work with organizations throughout the world on decentralizing leadership roles to enhance the capacity of all people to work together towards healthier human systems. The main thesis of the essay is the awareness that learning is essential to organizations advancing over others. This also answers the how-to questions of globalization and the fact that what we do now affects others now and in the future. He shows that understanding humanness in organizational systems will create better future systems which can sustain businesses and mankind. 5 major points from the essay are: point 1, on page 36, Senge states that all businesses sitting within much larger commercial systems, and it is these systems that must change, not just individual companies' policies and practices. Organizational responsibility is important to the future of the world, both socially, economically, and environmentally. Point 2, the article was written to answer the question: are the basic fundamentals for sound leadership the same, and we are just responding to different worlds, or are the fundamentals shifting? Senge answers with a strong yes. He adds that fundamentals start with a set of deep capacities which few in leadership positions today could claim to be adept in. He challenges old, individualistic systems which seek the betterment of one versus implementing the new system of which seeks the betterment of the whole. He does not seek the betterment of the whole to the detriment of the individuals, but make it known that what one does affects the whole in some way. He provides an answer to the above question with a 3-part awareness. This 3-part awareness can work when shaped by understanding and development of these capacities takes a long life commitment, something which is not popular in our microwave world. The last 3 points are systems intelligence, building partnership across boundaries, and openness on 3 levels: head, heart, and will. Part 3, system intelligence or leadership foresight. This is the failure of leadership to see the system and patterns of interdependence within organizations threatening future sustainability. Seeing the patterns will open the way to see where the organization is headed and can at least alleviate forces of the race to the bottom. It is all about functionality and the ability to see where the organization is headed. If you decide that's not where you want to go, you now know and have the chance to change direction. This type of leadership foresight is needed, but unfortunately few take the time of system intelligence. Point 4, building partnership across boundaries might be the most critical ingredient to major change. According to Hal Hamilton, director of Sustainable Food Lab, many who should build these genuine relationships are the very ones who have stood opposite one another. Herein lies the issue that trust, respect, and the development of real connection must be recognized, and made into strengths. Networks are important, and the challenges that diversity brings to the table must be worked out so that good solutions can be provided, not stifled due to misunderstanding and prejudice. Point 5, openness on 3 levels: head, heart, and will. Senge says that leaders should remain open and challenge their favorite views, learning to embrace multiple points of view in order to build shared understanding and commitment. This is easier said than done, but doable. In order for openness to progress, Senge believes one must have an open heart, seeing that we are all a part of the problem, which will move leaders from blame to change. With change as the new focus, then the will is engaged when leaders acknowledge that the deepness commitment rise up in spite of themselves. One must let go of individual small self and let the future come into being through joining purposes and seeing the big picture alongside other leaders. The article was insightful, using common sense and timeless logic in relationship to organizational leadership in future contexts. Senge asserts that commitment to the process of understanding what it means to be human beings is the key. It is a mystery, but one where learning is lived out. Trial and error are acceptable. Connectiveness is necessary for growth, and the whole becomes better when the one is in line with the greater purpose of all. The significance of this article is we can make the world a better place for others now and in the future when we work together. This working together can be learned and implemented when leaders step aside and join purpose for the greater good of the future of the world at large. Thank you. This is Charles McKinley. Bye.